Well, we're back out here at Discovery Park in Muscatine County, Iowa. 85 acres of beautifully restored nature habitat. And with me is Kurt Weiss, who is the director of the Muscatine County Conservation Board. Kurt, you've really got a great piece of property here for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah, we were very excited when the management of 75 acres of the old county farm was turned over to us, and then we purchased an additional 10 acres to make it a total of 85 acres. This was actively farmed until we took it. The area we're on now used to have cattle on it. Where our building, our nature center's at, that had cornfields, so it was no different than any other farm across Iowa.
And that's the interesting thing is, you know, when you look at all the farmers and the farms that you've got across this state, they have to take care of the land too, don't they, to preserve it?
That's correct, and that's where hopefully some of them will see that, what they could do to help protect their ground, to help protect their soil, protect the wildlife.
And these are the sorts of things, would you say, can be done on private land, ponds like this?
Oh, yes, very easily.
A pond like this, I think you're attracting wildlife and just kind of bringing some life to the area.
And a lot of recreation opportunities for the people, whether it's for a private pond or a public pond. You know, you have fishing, you have nature study, you have, you know, all the wildlife to enjoy just to sit back.
So you've got this beautiful pond that folks can fish, but you've also got, I see some restored pasture land. Tell me what else you have here.
We've went in and we've had prairie grasses we've restored. We have some of our timber areas we restored or are managing more. We have a wetland that we've restored.
And I see an arboretum as well you've got over here?
Yeah, we had private citizens come to us when we first got management of this ground, and they wanted to develop an arboretum, which fits in just great with the education, environmental education, because that's essentially a library of trees is what an arboretum is. And so they manage that 13-acre arboretum for us.
And you've got open pasture ground that people can just walk through and explore and look at flowers and bugs. And
fly a kite, whatever they want to do, and come out and enjoy nature. And some of it, we have not developed all of it, you know. Some of it's for future development as we go forward.
You know, one of the things that we often find is even in a place like Iowa, people say, well, that's a rural area and people have all these open spaces, but there's a lot of folks that live in the city here. It's a decent sized city. They have a small yard. They may not be able to explore out in nature and a pasture and trees and a pond, so this kind of opens that up for them?
That's correct, yeah. I mean, yeah. I grew up, lived in Iowa my whole life, and before I took over as director, I did the environmental ed programs, and it was amazing going into schools. Did you think living in Muscatine with, you know, 23,000 people, everybody gets outside, but you talk to a lot of kids, they've never been outside the city limits of Muscatine and had no idea, you know, what was out there. They thought elephants, lions, and all that lived out there.
So you're happy to show them that that's not true.
That's right. And we want to show them, you know, what they can enjoy and get out of their yard and get outside. I want to see people using our trails, using our ponds. I don't want to come here and not see anybody using the things that we develop.
And what do you think is the best thing about a place like this?
Just for people to come out and enjoy themselves, you know, whatever it's going to take for them to have fun. All of us kind of, you know, have different ways of finding peace, you know, whether it's sitting on a bench or getting back into some of our primitive areas here and listening to the birds.
Thank you, Kurt. Thanks for showing us around today and letting us explore the Discovery Park here in Muscatine County.